Do you really know how Andrew Tate became famous using his affiliate marketing system? It's not what you think. Most people think it's a bunch of short form content editors reposting a bunch of small clips on TikTok, on Instagram, and on YouTube. That's not the case at all. What actually happened was there was a hidden strategy behind all of this that nobody's talking about. And nobody's talking about this because nobody was actually behind the scenes, but we were. My name is Eli Pampa. I am the former head of sales and marketing at Cobratate, and my team members, 17 of the 25 marketers who generated 99% of all traffic for Cobratate and Luke Baumer. So we were behind the scenes and we understand this operation intimately, what was actually going on. So if you want to learn exactly how this affiliate marketing system worked behind the scenes and how you can implement that into your brand or business as a creator or marketer to generate unlimited traffic like we did for Cobratate and to generate over 9 figures in sales for the real world or whatever low ticket offer that you have or high ticket offers in the back end, then you want to pay attention to this entire video because I'm going to break everything down right now. The truth about why the affiliate marketing system was so successful for us inside of the real world to generate unlimited traffic and sales for us was for 2 reasons. The first reason was that we simply had the best short form content editors in the world, bar none. This was the skill difference between the top and the rest. The second reason was because we had superior organizational and motivational systems. We implemented these inside of the real world, and these were super effective because people worked for us like slaves. They basically didn't get paid anything at all except for commissions. Now, this is not going to work for you because there is a superior method that you need to utilize because you don't meet the same requirements. You're going to have a different set of requirements you need to meet, and I'll explain that later in the video. But first, let's go into the first reason why we were so successful with the affiliate marketing system that we used. Reason number 1 was skill difference. Everyone thinks there was hundreds of editors reposting a bunch of small clips that made Andrew Tate go viral and famous on TikTok, on Instagram, and on YouTube. That couldn't be further from the truth. What actually happened was that 0.1% generated 99% of all traffic. Now, why was that? That was because only a select handful were actually world-class at short-form content editing. The rest generated a few videos that were viral, right? They made some followers on their account. Maybe they even made a few sales. But it was only the top 0.1% that would consistently generate virality all of the time. It was a clear skill difference, right? And that's why we were so successful, because these world-class editors really carried all of us and they made the operation successful. And not only for the Cobratate operation, they made it successful for the Luke Baumer operation. Luke Baumer came and poached some of our best guys as the Cobratate brand was having a sort of an exodus. The best guys went over to the Luke Baumer Capital Club Ambassador Program and became the best ones over there too, as you can see on screen. So this was no accident. And now later on, some of the guys even went to the Imam Ghodsi operation. The same guys, right? And luckily enough, I mean, I've been friends with them for a long time. They worked with me at Cloud Profit, 17 of the 25, who generated 99% of all traffic. And we worked together with creators and marketers to make them world-class marketers, salesmen, orators, presenters, and basically be a legend on camera or behind the scenes. You can find out more at cloudprofit.com. Now, let's go into the second reason why we were so successful with the affiliate marketing system we had at the Cobratate operation. Reason number 2 is our superior motivational and organizational systems. Now, let me make something very clear. Luke created the affiliate marketing campus inside of the real world. He came up with the idea, he created it, he ran it, he still runs it. It was all him. I was helping on the sales side of things. I was bringing the most common objections that we had when we were speaking to leads, and I was using the most effective selling angles to sell these people. So we would bring all these things and they would be addressed inside of our marketing and the videos that we created, because anybody who knows marketing understands that marketing is just sales to many people without immediate feedback. So we implemented all of that. And my team members, again, 17 of the 25 marketers who generated 99% of all traffic for Cobratate. They were day in, day out creating these videos and driving all the traffic, right? So combined, we understand this operation better than anybody else on the internet, probably except Luke himself. So we had an army of teenagers working for us, basically for free, getting paid only on commission. Now, did most of them make any life-changing money? No, of course not. And this is for one very simple reason. This reason is that the branding was simply not world-class on 99% of the accounts. Let's take a look at some examples. The Real World platform and not Tristan Tate. This actually looks like the Real World official YouTube account. And this looks like not Tristan Tate's account. So naturally, when there's promos run on these accounts, when there's videos posted on these accounts, and then they tell you, go click the link in my bio to join the real world, you're gonna be like, okay, well, I trust this because this is a real account. I'm gonna buy from this, right? But most accounts did not have the same branding. They had, I don't know, mindset of Tate Solar or some random name. And then they had videos posted on that, and people were like, okay, this is just some page, some fan page, has a link there. Nah, it doesn't look real. I'm not gonna click on that. They'd go to Cobratate.com, they'd go to jointherealworld.com and check out there. I mean, why wouldn't they? It's more official, you trust that. So all of these smaller accounts, they still generated some traffic, a lot of traffic actually, for free without making any sales. And the excuse was, oh, you didn't do your promos well enough, your branding wasn't good enough, but there was only room for a handful of accounts to have the best branding because all the best names and all the best angles were taken anyways, right? Also, the skill level difference was huge. The whole premise of this affiliate marketing system was biz-ops. This is a biz-ops. This is for people to make money. It's a business opportunity. And to actually make money off of this, it was like having to become a professional athlete. Somebody telling you, if you need to make money, become a professional athlete. How feasible is that for most people? Most people are not going to be professional athletes, right? And a biz-op, to be a good biz-op, has to be feasible for the majority of people who attempt it with genuine effort and consistency. Work effort and consistency was not the problem for a lot of the affiliates. I know countless affiliates who made a lot of videos, who worked very hard, who got very good, but they were lacking the branding, so they didn't make any sales. They generated a lot of virality, a lot of them. They made a lot of views, but they didn't make any sales. At the end of the day, they wanted to make money, right? And they couldn't do that. So there was a sort of mass exodus from the Cobratate operation, not only because of that, but also because the brand was dying because of all the legal stuff going on, which I won't get into. But there was a lot of the best affiliates quitting, but it was the worst affiliates that quit first. They quit after 6 to 12 months because they realized they weren't going to make any money. The best ones were making some money, but again, they realized that their efforts were capped. They could make a lot more money doing their own thing. They could make a lot more money on another operation, so they also quit, right? And a lot of them then went over to the Luke Bummer operation. However, Luke Bummer was not nearly as successful as the Cobratate operation. And why that was, I actually explained at length in another video, which you can look on the screen here. But basically I explained that if you put Cobratate and you put Luke Bummer side by side, who's a more captivating, charismatic presenter and orator? Obviously it's Tate, right? So there's more reasons why it wasn't just the affiliate marketing system that was the reason why they were more successful. It was also the person itself. But there's more reasons as well, which I'll explain in a second. But that's the whole premise of it. So this is actually a good time for me to talk about what the requirements actually are for you to implement this similar affiliate marketing system for your brand or business so you can drive unlimited traffic and sales for your offers. The number one reason is you must have a large catalog of existing long-form content videos on your YouTube already for the affiliates to cut up. If there is not enough, then your affiliates are going to run out of videos very quickly. And they're going to start posting from your existing videos if you have a smaller catalog. But eventually they're going to run out. They're going to lose momentum, their accounts are going to stop growing, and they're going to stop making money off of the affiliate sales. And then you've just burned a bunch of very good and skilled people who no longer want to work with you in the future because you've just disappointed them and let them down. Requirement number 2 is that these videos must be good videos with masterful oration and masterful presentation skills. In short, you must be captivating and charismatic yourself as well. Because you got to think about it. Why was Andrew Tate more successful than Luke Bummer? The biggest reason was because Andrew Tate was simply a better presenter and orator than Luke Bummer was, bar none. And how Andrew Tate became so good at speaking, I explained at length on another video on this channel. But that's basically it. Most people do not have both of these things. 99% of you trying to build your brands or businesses do not meet these requirements. So you should not go down the short form content affiliate route just yet. Build up your long form YouTube first. That's the very first step. And even if you do have long form YouTube built up to a good level, if you're not speaking and presenting at a magic level yet, then there's work to be done. You're simply not going to hit as hard when you do go and do short form content. So you've got to get that sorted out first. And I teach that inside of Club Profit Academy. And once you do become magic inside of Club Profit Academy, at your speaking, at your presenting, later on, you can implement finally the affiliate marketing system that we have used at the Cobratate operation, taking the best elements from the Iman Ghodsi and the Luke Bummer operation, which my team members worked at as well. And then we put them all together and we developed a superior system, which is going to be tailored, custom to your brand or business, because once you join, it's not going to be the exact same thing for everybody. We've developed a whole week inside of Club Profit Academy, the top organic affiliate for Cobratate with over 1 billion views, put together an entire training to take any editor from complete zero to world-class level as quickly as possible. And the reason why these are the best possible lessons on the internet is because the current lessons inside of the real world are simply not good enough. And the reason why they're not good enough is because they lack information. Everybody had access to these lessons. Why didn't everybody become world-class and only the best did? It was because the best developed their own sauce and added on top of this. So then these people then created this training and put it inside of Cloud Profit Academy, which are now working with me. So you get access to that, the best possible short-form content affiliate trading. And then you consult with me and we work together to build that affiliate marketing system for yourself. Hire clippers, put them together in a team. I'll teach you exactly how to motivate them, the best psychological tactics to use on them in order to make them work for you as well as possible. It's not going to work as well as for you because you don't have the same brand pull that Cobratate had, but it's going to be very, very close if you implement everything we say to the letter. You can find out more about all of this at cloudprofit.com, and you should also join our Telegram channel for free where I share daily sauce on marketing, sales, oration, presentation, and other esoteric secrets. I also host semi-regular live calls on there where you can speak to me directly and ask me any questions. That's all for today. If you're thinking of doing short-form content, it's probably not for you. This is exactly how we did it with the Cobratate operation. Once you do meet the two main requirements, having a catalog of long-form videos and being magic on camera, then you will be ready and be able to take best advantage of all the short-form content knowledge that we have to offer you. That's all for today. Namaste.